Kick your feet up. Grab something cold to drink. It's time for the men to talk. Today's topic, leadership of a man. I'm going to talk about leadership of a man and also why it is important. This is the MLC. It stands for the Mr. Limba channel. This is your host and your brother, Mr. Limba. Now, the leadership of black men, or men in general, is very important. But as you guys know, especially those of you who's been around since the beginning, my channel was specifically created in order to target and cater to the growth and development of black men. As my channel started to grow, many brothers came on my channel and they said, hey, look, MLC, I follow your content every day. I like what you produce. I think you make great content, but I am not black. Is it still okay for me to hang around your channel? And I said, absolutely. You see, this is a brotherhood of all men. However, black people have a special case. Black people cannot afford some of the luxuries that many non-black men partake of in the manosphere. Meaning, certain groups promote certain things that are not beneficial to the black race. So black people must take certain things into consideration. Like I said in my video, The Negro Ego, and I think I called it Bill Cosby Aftermath. And I really talked about black issues and how we can develop and become better. I mentioned that I refuse to become the black feminist. And what I meant by that, as I explained in the video, is that the black feminists developed themselves as a gender class that was opposing to men. And they forgot the situation of the black race, the black community, those who are the byproducts of the cargo slave ships, those who are the descendants of the victims of the transatlantic slave trade. So they went on this full-fledged war against men, dividing their already fragile people, meaning dividing them between the men and the women, and causing the situation that we have today. Now, all of the situation that we're seeing today is not because of the black woman. However, it was the exploitation of the black woman, also the exploitation of the black man, and the current weaknesses of the black community. And as a result, we have what we have today. And I said I refuse to be the black feminist because I'm not going to join groups and just say down with family, which is an institution created by God himself, the creator. Now, if you guys know something about myself, I don't push my faith on anyone, but I am a Hebrew Israelite and I am a man of faith. I'm not the guys you see on the streets yelling at anybody or screaming profanity at anyone, but that is my faith and nationality and my belief through impeccable research. I would label it as, not just through some blind belief, as many would love to believe in order to justify why they disagree with me. So I'm not going to disagree with the Most High Creator. Family is an institution that is very important. When we listen to brothers in the manosphere, we must understand we must take everything with a grain of salt. For example, some brothers are, talking about I'm a monk for life. If you dig deeper, you find out that this brother is 16 years old. So he doesn't know that for sure. In 15 years, he can be saying something completely different. But here you go, you're molding your life behind someone that you don't really know why they're saying what they're saying, and they're not giving you great detail about it. They're probably just giving you a 4-minute video, or they're just saying something in the comment sections, and you're just probably going along with it. There are brothers who already have kids, and some brothers already been married, some are currently married, some have been divorced. So you must take every aspect of a person's psyche, a person's mentality, a person's paradigm into consideration when forming your decisions about major things in life. So for me, I refuse to be the black feminist, and I'm going to tell you brothers today some of the major things necessary in order for the leadership of a man to grow. All right, guys, I do apologize for the last slide. I believe the volume was low, so hopefully this is better and you can hear me a lot clearer. Let's get into it. Direction. A man needs direction. You guys know I try to read every comment. I try to address every brother with courtesy, politeness, something that we don't see oftentimes in the manosphere. All right. So with that said, what I have been realizing, and this is not a knock, it's just bringing out things that we need to correct. A lot of brothers don't have direction. They say many things that are contradictory. Many things are regurgitations of what they have heard in the manosphere from different brothers. And you guys have to understand, sometimes brothers are hurt and they're only giving you their pain. They're not giving you a way to evolve, a way to move forward, a way to become better. And this is not a knock on any other content creators or even people in the comment section. It's just a matter of truth. So we need to get this and understand this. I don't preach hopeless red pill content. There's nothing we can do. We're just gonna be out here. We're gonna smash as many useless ratchet chicks as we can, pump and dump, and eventually grow old, and that's it. Bruh, that is a recipe for disaster. Okay? We need direction. We need to know what we are doing. We need to be men with a plan. I know your mother told you go to school. School is not a plan. Okay? It's not a plan when it comes to manhood. Okay? School doesn't really guarantee anything, actually. I'm not knocking school. I'm a brother with degrees. All right? But school doesn't guarantee you'll get what you went for. It doesn't guarantee you'll get the pay that you went for. It doesn't guarantee that you will enjoy what you went to school for. All right? So brothers need to understand that. You need direction. I had a friend of mine who went to the DR, Dominican Republic, and there he went to meet a Haitian girl that was living there. And he met this Haitian girl and he married her. He came to the US and they think they've been together for 3 to 4 years now. He has a fantastic wife. She is extremely humble, beautiful Haitian woman. She cooks, she cleans, she takes care of him. She works out, she keeps her body in shape. She speaks English, Spanish, French, and Creole. Very brilliant young woman. But the reason that this brother was able to accomplish such a task is because he had direction. Many of you guys don't have any direction in your lives. You don't know what you want to do, how you want to do it, and when you're going to do it. And some of you guys are actually in your 50s. Now, this is not a knock. It's just that you need to incorporate direction in your life. You need to know what you want to do. You want to meet a woman in a foreign country? Fine. What are you going to do? Are you going to keep working that 9 to 5? You may not have enough time to go over there. Maybe you want to do surveys online. Now, surveys is not great, but you can get a constant pay out of it. You do some surveys, you get the American dollar straight to your bank account. Now you can go to the ATM in that country and pull some money out, right? You can probably do some kind of click link online system where you can move now with your computer wherever you go, still get the American dollar. If you make 50 to 100 American dollars, by the time you convert them, now you have money to sustain yourself as you move about in the foreign land in order for you to seek the woman that you truly want. Okay, we can't just regurgitate this crap without a plan. You must have direction in your life, and you must give these humble women direction, because they're not like your typical chick here who wants to do whatever she wants to do, whenever she wants to do it. You can't tell her anything, and she's just doing whatever. These women really depend on you as a man to tell them what you want next, where we are going next. They look to you like women are supposed to look to you. If you have no vision, no plan, no direction, you're going to ruin somebody's little girl. I don't hate women. I never hated women. I just don't like what certain women do, and I teach on it. I'm not here on some hate women coalition. All right? So, before you ruin a nice young woman's life because you have no plan on what you want to do and where you want to go, you need to pick and learn what it is you want to do with your life and what plans do you have to build a life, probably with a woman and a family, and give this woman purpose, giving her direction. Dominion. I'm trying to move quickly, guys, so do forgive me because I don't want to make this video too long. It's just a part 1. Dominion. Men need dominion. Many of you guys do not understand how you should have sovereignty over things in your life. You should have rulership over things in your life. The Creator, God, has put man in place to put everything in subjugation under him, to put him in the position of dominion. The only thing above you as a man should be God, the Creator. Now, of course, you may respect laws of society, as laws of society are permitted by God himself. Okay? But a man needs dominion. You cannot achieve dominion by living with your girlfriend. You see, you want to be Zeus, if you know Greek mythology, god of thunder, king of the gods. Okay? Or Jupiter, they call him, in Roman mythology, but the same deity. All right, Zeus. Now, you want to be king, but the problem is you are in Hades' dominion. So even though Zeus is considered one of the strongest and most powerful of the gods, even though Zeus is king of the gods, when he is in Hades' dominion, which is the dominion of the underworld, Hades is the god of the underworld, not Haiti as in the country, Hades, okay, with a D, also god of the dead. Zeus is weaker there, and he may even lose to Hades because he is in Hades' dominion. Okay, for those of you who are familiar with Marvel Comics and Doctor Strange, if you know of the evil entity called Dormammu, he is stronger in his realm. He is stronger in his dominion. You cannot move into a woman's dominion and expect to be in charge. You moved into her house. You move into her parents' home, but then you want to go ahead and bark orders. Men need to own where they stand. Okay? I don't care if you rent it. It's in your possession because you have paid for it. All right, you need to have your vehicle. If you catch the train or the subway, you need to have your cash to do so on your own. I am tired of the amount of men who want to sit around and always talk about the things that women do, but meanwhile you empower these women to do these things because you have given them the dominion over you. Even if you are a minority, specifically my black brothers, who live in a country where you are treated as a second-class citizen, you need to understand dominion. You need to understand how you need to take charge of every area that you can take charge in. Okay? You cannot sit around complaining all day without any power or any moves to obtain power. Many of you even bring women over and then you say the women are all the same once they come here. This is not exactly true, and I will break that down in future videos also. See, many of you bring these women here. The first thing you do, you want to put her through school. She doesn't have to work, and then you give her a job. She starts working. She starts making all this money, and then now she's on the same level as you in every physical and social aspect, and then she flips on you. You need to make sure you have dominion over a woman's mind and emotions, soul and heart before you empower her in everything else that is physical, that is environmental, that is economical, that is social. Okay, this is what you do first. You have to have dominion over her way of thinking, over her mind, over her heart, and over her soul. And I can break this down and will break this down in future videos. Okay, I don't believe in being weak. I don't believe in just complaining. I believe in telling brothers about the warnings, which is different from complaining about bad women, and then teach you what you need to do to be stronger and conquer your destiny. Your destiny is your destiny. You have to go for it. You cannot sit around and obtain gray hair and a wrinkled skin. You're sitting around, the bottom of your neck look like testicles, and you haven't fulfilled or conquered your destiny. It is your destiny. All right, none of us brothers will do this forever. None of us brothers will be on YouTube forever. But whatever we leave here with you, hopefully you take it and make the best out of it. Claim dominion, my brothers. Next step, let's go. A sound mind. Men need a sound mind, logical thinking, good cognitive abilities, the ability to listen and properly reply, not just get angry. Okay, not be double-minded. Not that I want to make this sound like a biblical scripture, but the Bible does speak against a man who is double-minded. Many men don't know what they want out of life. This is a problem. Now, if you're 15, you're ahead of the game. You're learning this. This is great. All right. If you're like 23, 24, you need to get on this. All right. And everyone else older than this, let's get into it. I don't care if you're in your 70s. And yes, I do have people who follow my channel. I think the oldest is 76 years old. So yes, there are people who follow my channel who are in their 70s. All right. So yes, a man needs to know what he wants. A man needs to know how to think properly and come with logical conclusions and act upon them. All right. If you're going to pick somebody's daughter and bring her over, but your mind is not sound, you don't really know what you want to do. You want a woman to obey, but the problem is you won't take control of every aspect in your life. You just sit at home. You're very, you're high off of whatever drugs you're doing. You're always drunk. You don't take care of yourself. You don't take care of the proper decisions that need to be made. You just want to tell her what to do when it's time for sex and when it's time for her to cook. You're going to have yourself a problem, And I don't always mean she will turn on you, because most of these foreign women, if you do know how to pick them properly, and you're not just going for the biggest butt and the curliest hair and the chick showing the most skin, which is exactly the kind of woman you should be staying away from, and most of you brothers don't. If that's not the kind of woman you pick, and you pick a real humble sister, this woman may die very early. I mean, literal death, because she won't know what to do, and she may not even address you. See, many of you brothers never dealt with real humble women, and this is why I could never hate women. The women over here are just damaged, okay? It's not even completely what you think they're trying to do. They're just damaged, and some of them are damaged beyond repair. But a real humble woman, most of the time, they don't even tell you they're unhappy. They bottle it in. They cry away from your presence because they feel like they're insulting you by crying in your face. And you never know anything is wrong. And one day you wake up and somebody's daughter is dead because she's been so sad and heartbroken because as a man, you're not taking care of business. You're double-minded. You're all over the place. You're contradicting all the time. You talk about rape charges, but then you support pump and dump, which is why I never support pump and dump, because the more you pump and dump, the more women you work with sexually, the more women you interact with in that way and probably use all these game strategies on her, the more hearts you break, the higher chance you have of someone accusing you of rape. Because many of these women are giving you the pum pum because they have nothing else to give you, but they are hoping you stay. And when you don't, some women become very bitter, regardless of how you laid it out in the beginning, telling her exactly what it was going to be. They still get angry, and now you're screwed. Okay? And now remember, you have your DNA probably in her, around her. You left your pubes on the bed. You left your pubes around her. Your sweat is on her. Her skin is under your nails when you guys were doing that rough stuff and she was just, digging her nails into your back. Now she has all of that. All she has to do is physically harm herself down there, cause some rupture, cause some blunt trauma to prove that you forced yourself into her, and all this DNA is all over the place, proving that you did rape her, even though you did not. So this is not logical. Many brothers are very contradictory when it comes to things like that. I hear it all the time. Brothers talk about diseases, but at the same time, they want to pay women or back page girls, to sleep with, which I don't think those are reducing your chances of diseases. You can argue that they are just as bad as the regular women you deal with, but at least one is free. I'm not about to pay for no pum pum. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. I'm too cheap. I'm too alpha. I don't see myself paying for something that should come to me for free and does come to me for free if I choose. Okay? That's not for me. Be sound-minded. Know what you want to do. Be logical in things that you say and things that you conclude on. A sound mind. Accountability. Now, this is lacking in the manosphere because I see it when brothers speak. A lot of brothers are not accountable. Now, don't tell me it's because you've been hurt, Mr. Limba. You don't understand. You don't know what I've been through, because I've been through it too. Every red pill brother who is out here has been through it. There was one time I met a woman. Quick story. I was fresh out of high school. I was always saving. Smart brother. I had $10,000. 10K. 10 G's. All right. 10,000 from a brother coming out of high school when I met this woman. I didn't know any better. Even though I grew up with a red pill man, everything around me was teaching blue pill stuff. So I thought I was in love. You thought you were the only one? Nah. So what I did was I hooked up with chick. And, by the time we broke up, I had $300. And I had some debts to pay. So I really didn't have $300. Also, I was 6'2" at the time, because I did grow after high school. For those of you who heard me say that I stand above 6'4", I do. But at that time I was 6'2", and I think I weighed about 140 pounds because she had me so stressed out. I developed an ulcer. Anything that I ate, anything that I drank, I just threw up. I puked. Okay, I couldn't keep anything down. I was choking off of air itself. I've been through it. I understand. I lost my car because of her. I was in the rain, in a non-black neighborhood, with my clothing in my hand. Well, my clothes were in a black trash bag. I didn't have much, trying to make it to my family's place to see if I can have a place to stay. The rain started coming. I had to run for the bus to try to catch the bus at the time. Public transportation, and I couldn't carry the bag with me, so I was forced to hide my clothing, the only clothes I had left, behind some ficus. There's some bushes, some shrubs, and I hope it was still there by morning. So the next day I came back and I picked up my clothes that slept out in the open. I was too embarrassed to ask family members for money, so I look in the seats of cars and old cars that I had that's still in my yard that I didn't drive anymore, that were not working. They were just trash, to find quarters. And I was able to take myself to the store and get some pasta that is not so expensive. And I was able to cook those pasta without any salt, without any meat, just boiled pasta by itself. So, and I gave this woman everything, including my loyalty. So don't think I don't know about bad women. Okay, that's just one of my stories. All right. And I wasn't really simping. I just didn't know. But you need to be accountable as a man. You need to say, yes, I screwed up. Yes, this is on me. Yes, I got married and marriage was bad. But did you get married as a red pill man? You didn't. You got married as a blue pill male. And as a result, you paid a heavy price. All right, you got the wrong chick pregnant. You can't legitimately say that women are all bad once they get pregnant if you got the chick at the club pregnant. I mean, the twerking, wild chick that already had kids by many men, you got her pregnant. And then some of you guys married her after you got her pregnant because you thought that's what you were supposed to do because she's pregnant. And it was a horrible experience. You became homeless. You married a woman who was not submissive, a woman who was not cut and tailored for marriage. Okay, this is different. You did not apply the rules I talk about in my video, Never Trust Women, where I gave you guys legal rules for those of you who do choose to get married according to the system. Okay, those of you who are religious, Christian, whatever you are, that have to follow your faith, because some people do believe in faith and in a higher power. All right, if you're one of those guys, I gave you some legal pointers of how you won't lose your home and how you won't lose your money and how you can protect yourself if you do go through some of these situations. Okay, we cannot live in fear as men, because if we do, we lack direction and we lack dominion. We need to be accountable, look at ourselves, and realize something is wrong with us, and we must fix it and become better. We must realize that we screwed up at one point. Okay, if you're not getting dates and you're sitting on the chair, you're fat, you smell like Doritos, you're always playing games, probably something is wrong with you. Look within, become introspective, and fix the problem. You need to be accountable as a man, because women will not, even good women. They'll look to you to tell them what's wrong and what's right. I'm going to try to wrap things up with this one. Great composure. Now, you guys have to understand, I ran through this thing very fast, as I could. It's not very well detailed. This is part 1. I will drop part 2 here and there. They will not be in consecutive orders. My next video may have nothing to do with this. Keep that in mind. But great composure. Many men are lacking composure, and I'm talking about red pill men. This thing is directed towards red pill men who are not properly developing as men. They're just binge watching videos, and it's not exactly helping. It's keeping you away from child support and, you know, spousal support and all the other crap that we talk about, which is a fantastic thing. But you must move forward in your life, okay? You can't pump and dump forever. I'll make a video probably talking about all the thousands of things that can go wrong when you're just pumping and dumping all the time. It also doesn't work for spiritual brothers. Remember, guys, I teach everyone. Some things I teach don't apply to you because it's not meant for you. Certain things are for 15-year-olds, 46-year-olds, 72-year-olds, married men, divorced men, men who will never have kids, men who are monks, men who want to have kids, men who already have kids, men who are on child support. I teach for all brothers, all right? Not just you. So keep that in mind when I say that. Now, great composure. Many of you guys, you lose your cool too quickly. If you see a video you don't agree with, you lose your mind. You know, you're in the comment section, you're very angry, but you won't create your own channel. This is not good. You're wasting your creative energy as a man on fighting rather than actually going out there and creating some content and not basing it on beef. All right, this is an issue I realize also with content creators. They're always at each other's throats. I mean, brothers are so sensitive. I mean, guys, how about this? Forget what your mama told you. All right, forget what your mama told you. Many of you guys, you act just like the single women, the single baby mamas that we talk about. You're highly sensitive. You get mad about everything. You get mad quickly. If a brother said something in his video, even if it was mild, for about 15 seconds that you disagree with, you get on your platform and you have a 40-minute rant. You got to be kidding me. And the thing is, these brothers are some grown men. Some of them are old enough to be my father. You gotta be kidding me, bro. You mean to tell me you put 40 to 45 minutes into just roasting another man? And many brothers find that to be entertaining because if a brother has a lot of beefs, he immediately have a lot of subs because brothers like drama. That's a female attribute. Why the heck are you seeking drama as a man? You're not composed. You're always angry. How do you expect to deal with a woman? As annoying as women can be, including good women, how are you going to deal with women if you can't deal with what another man says? I've had brothers try to start beefs with me. I just ignore them. I mean, I'm not saying I can't make one video addressing something or correcting something, but I'm not going to sit here and make 5 to 6 back-to-back beefing videos, one live stream for 2 hours talking about somebody else because I'm caught up in my feelings. Brothers need to remain composed. If you disagree with someone's opinion on a video, that is fine. Okay, that's okay. It's not the end of the world. You don't need to be so worked up over it. The same goes in your relationships. Certain things women do, you need to calmly let her know it is not acceptable. If she wishes to keep yapping, you're done talking. You walk away. You said what you had to say, and now you're just becoming the watcher. If she ever does it again, it's punishment time. It's time to show her that you mean business. You're going to do something. You're going to take something away. But in order for you to do that, you must be providing something. You must be a man of value. Even if it's your attention, even if it's your love, even if it's your company, even if it's your sex, you need to be able to take something away. But most of you guys can't do that because you have nothing. You have no dominion. You have no direction. And you're not accountable. And now you're not well composed. You're always getting angry, which puts you off your center. And when a man is off his center, he is weak. And when a woman senses weakness, she thrives in a very negative way. All right, brothers, let me try to wrap this up. Let me keep going. Let's go over this list again. Direction. You need direction, guys. You need to know what you want to do. You need to tell women what they need to do. But in order to do that, you must know what you want to do. And a woman, a good woman, especially these foreign women, they will follow you. Okay? And I will talk about brothers with negative stories about foreign women and how they screwed that up. Accountability. Okay? This channel was built, if you've seen my earlier videos, I was getting on men about getting this stuff together. I don't play with, all these horrible women out here. I will get on them too. But brothers need to be men. We need to grow. We need to be something special. Okay? I am something special. And when I say I am, I'm putting myself in the present. And for those of you who are about scripture, I'm using the name of God. I am, meaning to be, to exist. I exist special. I am special. I am special. To be special. Okay? I am here already. I am special. I am unique. Because I am working on what I'm supposed to do. I have direction. I have dominion. Okay? I have a sound mind. I know what I want to do. I think logically. I break it down and it makes sense. It's not just emotions. I am accountable. I blame myself for screwing up. I blame myself for foolishly going into that relationship and losing all the money that I did. I almost got this chick pregnant. I did all these stupid things. I blame myself for not having direction, for not telling her, no, we will be using a condom. No, I don't want to have a baby now. You're not going to pressure me into trying to have a baby. You're not going to have me blowing money, and just hanging out. Yeah, I was there too, having fun. We blew the money. Yes, I was out of high school, but she was a little bit older than I was. I should have known better. This is on me. Yes, there's bad women. Yes, I warn you brothers about bad women. Yes, I teach you how to avoid these horrible women. But at the end of the day, as a grown man, you need to be accountable. You need to look at yourself and say, you know what? I was tripping. I was blue pill. I was a simp. Even though I have a father who was red pill, I ignored what he said. Now, I never actually simped. I was never really blue pill, but I believed in a form of equality between man and women. And that was my mistake. Okay? And that blinded me to the fact that women loyalty is not built the same way as a man's loyalty, to the point where you can argue a woman doesn't even have loyalty. Okay? And this is not a knock on women. But a woman will do whatever you want. I mean, a woman... man, it's crazy. I don't have time to explain this right now, of things that I've had women do once I understand the true power of a man. A woman will bow before you if you are indeed a man. How do you think these cult leaders do it? How do you think some of the most horrible men in the world, who are killers, who are cult leaders, have these women bowing before them? It's not just that women like bad boys. It's the fact that these men have some strong, dominant, masculine capabilities and presence, even though they are wicked. Okay? You brothers need to understand that. You need to keep your composure. If you're always getting upset and in your feelings with a woman, she views you as an equal. Meaning she views you as another chick. And this will be the beginning of all of your problems. Brothers, I'm going to wrap it up right here. Hopefully you guys learned something. Hopefully you kept your composure. You did not get in your feelings, because Mr. Limber was not just going in on the chicks today. You know I love you. You know I'm your brother. I'm here for you. I do this for you. Even though I'm busy, I'm going to get these videos out as soon as I can. And I try to give you guys the best possible content that I can bring out. With that said, let me try to go ahead and wrap this up. If you are new and don't know what to do, or if you are one of the original guys and don't know what to do, go ahead and like the video. Hit that bell icon to get notifications. Subscribe if you haven't. Make sure you comment. Leave your thoughts. Leave your feedback. I'm not a dude that's in my feelings. As long as you're respectful, I don't care if you disagree with me. But hopefully you took this with sound judgment and not just your emotions. Hopefully you even know the difference between the two and see the gem that I was trying to give you guys in this video, and how to better build up your masculine presence, your masculine power, and your masculine being. Remember to say I am masculine, meaning that you are using the name of God, but it is not in vain, but it is to proclaim your masculinity, the name I am. All right, so go ahead and do that, and most importantly, learn off of this channel. This is your host. This is your brother, Mr. Limber. This is the MLC, the Mr. Limber channel. Take this knowledge, live this knowledge, become this knowledge. And until next time, peace.